Alright everyone, my speech is titled Repetition. So one of my great passions in life is music. So these are some of my favorite albums, and this is one of the things that I share with my sister a lot. This is one of the things we bond over. She's a lot of years older than me, but this is one of the things that always brought us closer together. And so, since we have similar music tastes, I would always ask her, like, what'd you think of this album? What'd you think of that album? And her response was always strange to me because she would always respond with, I don't know, I only heard it one time. And this was always weird to me because it's like, you heard the album, like, what'd you think of it? And so one day, I remember we were in a Panera drive-thru. I kind of never forget this. And her response kind of changed my whole perception of life, really. So the thing that she taught me was about repetition. I won't say what she said till the end, but she taught me about repetition. And repetition helps you in three main facets. It helps you with your memory, it helps you with building skills, and it helps you with building relationships better. So first, memory. So a quote is, when stimuli are learned by repetition, they are remembered better and retained for a longer time. So this simply means that when you hear something over and over again, you're more likely to hold on to it. And to go along with this, consolidation. This is the scientific word for, it's like think of it like a brick wall. When you hear something more, it just becomes stronger, and it's just more likely to just hold more than just if you hear something once. And also, people are just more likely to like something the more they hear, you know? So like music, this is like the main example of music. The more you listen to it, the more you like it, and the more you're likely to remember and analyze it. And this also goes for a lot of things like research, like school. The more and more you hear it and really intake it, the more you're likely to get something out of it. Alright, so then there is skills. So it is stated by the National Center of Biotechnological Information that the more someone hears it, the more they're likely to take an analytical grasp on it. So skill building. So repetition builds muscle memory. Muscle memory refers to any voluntary movement that is learned and becomes automatic through repetition. This includes walking, talking, writing, etc. As a result, such movements become more accurate and effective over a period of time. This is a quote by Alexandria D. Nichols, a Tennessee State graduate. So this goes for a lot of things. But this is mainly thought of with sports, but this for all kinds of activities. The more and more you do something, the more your brain, because that's your strongest muscle, can remember it and be better at it. So the main quote I think of when I think of this is from the much famous Bruce Lee, and you guys probably heard it a million times. I fear not the man who learns 10,000 kicks one time, but the man who practices the same kick 10,000 times. So this is attributed with Bruce Lee. But when I hear this, I think of the two soccer players, Juninho and Messi, because I'm a really big soccer nerd. So Juninho is known as the best free kick taker of all time. And this is something that takes a lot of focus, dedication, and, like I've been saying, repetition. And then there's Messi, who is the greatest soccer player of all time. So he's maybe not the best free kick taker, but if you get a short free kick, he makes it every single time. It looks the exact same every single time because he's putting the work and the dedication to be the best at that kind of kick.
Right.
So another thing I'm ultra passionate about is fighting games. So I originally got into them because of my cousin. He got me into them when I was a little kid with the Justice 2. And I've been playing them ever since. And I know it sounds really nerdy, but it's just like one of the ways that I really connect with my best friend a lot because we play them constantly. And so when you're playing a fighting game, so this is the combo that I want to show. So when you're learning a game, especially specifically fighting games, it takes a lot of focus, and you have to play people online constantly. You have to practice it constantly. And it's not something that it takes hours and hours. It's not something that you're gonna get instantly. But when you put the effort and work in, you get the results that you want. And it's just really good for life. And this brings me to my next point. Wait, hold up. Wait, one more? Oh, never mind. Alright, so this brings me to my next point of patience. So, repetition, it's something that sounds really good, but it's something that's very frustrating. Because when you repeat something over and over again, you're going to inevitably fail. But this is good because when you fail, it not only shows you what you did wrong, allows you to improve in the future, but also it builds your patience, which allows you to have more strength to repeat things in the future because now you have more patience. Oh wait, no, say this. So now we have relationships. So I don't think I said this earlier, but I have a terrible memory, and because of this, it makes people think that like I'm not listening to them or I don't really care what they have to say because they'll tell me something and I forget it. So I try to make it a point to write things down, to set alarms, and to just repeat things over and over again because it can show the people that I care about them as well. So if like family members, just like remembering that what your mother wanted for Christmas, even though she said it like 6 months ago, that she'll care about that. Your girl, like if you remember like, you know, her sister's name, she only told you that once, she's gonna remember that and she think that you're caring. Even friends, if you remember this one person you only met one time, you remember their name, that's gonna mean something to them, even if it means little to you. Just like little things like that, the repetition of just showing some care, it really means something. So back to my sister. What she told me all those years ago was, how's she gonna know if she likes the album the first time she hears it? Because she's just kind of listening to it. The second time she hears it, she can really listen to the lyrics and like analyze it. The third time she hears it is when she can really know if she likes it because she's heard it, she's analyzed it, and now she can hear it for how the person really wanted her to hear it. So this was nothing to her. She probably never remembers this, but this meant something to me because how am I gonna be good at something if I only do it one time? How am I gonna get better at my problem of having a bad memory if I don't work on it? So it's something that I think everybody should implement into their lives, and it's very important. So thank you.